Good morning, beautiful people. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go through my morning routine with you. I sleep with my hair in overnight curls. It doesn't get easier than that. If you've been following me for any length of time, you guys know that I do coffee first thing. Coffee is made. This is the first thing that I do in the morning after I have my little dance party. It's my favorite way to wake up, honestly. Journal, coffee, Jesus. It's a good way to start the day. This is usually like 10 or 15 minutes of my morning, but I wasn't raised in a religious household. Faith is something that I would say I'm still kind of coming into as an adult. There's no right or wrong way to journal, by the way. Just write down kind of where you're at. I try and give myself space and grace to just kind of write either where I'm at or maybe some things that I'm praying for, things like that. I'm gonna jump into this and then we will get started with the rest of my day. Now it is time to finish my coffee and we are going to do skincare and get ready for the gym here. I do always set my gym clothes out the night before because if you set your gym clothes out, it makes it easier the next morning, and that is what we want. We want to set ourselves up for success and make mornings as easy as possible. I just folded a quick load of laundry. I'm just gonna go outside and shovel snow super quick and warm Pep up. It's brisk out, but it's not bad. It's minus 10 or it's minus 11 Celsius, minus 18 with the wind chill. She's chilly. I have raging ADHD if you haven't noticed, and I haven't taken my meds yet. I do take medication for it. If you have ADHD, I encourage you to talk to your doctor and make a plan. I got diagnosed when I was 7. I've taken meds for most of my life here, but one thing I will say is medication helps with certain symptoms, but it doesn't help manage everything. I will go through some other things that I do throughout the day with you guys and in the morning to really help. And going to the gym, working out in the first half of the day does make a really big difference for me. With my meds, I do find, not that it affects my appetite, but it does seem to kind of give me the texture ick with certain things. So I always like to eat a little bit before I go to the gym, take my meds, and then when we get back from the gym, we will have our actual breakfast. I find I can't work out with too much in my stomach, but if I try and work out with nothing, I'm running on an empty tank of fuel. So we are going to just have some toast before we head to the gym this morning. This is Silver Hills bread. This is Silver Hills, the Big 16. This bread has 12 grams of protein in it, so it's actually not terrible macros either, which is nice. Fun fact, I haven't owned a toaster in about 5 years. I think I'm just gonna throw some avocado on it. Meds. Pro tip, take your pre-workout at home because then you have no option. You have to work out. Unless you want to really, really energetically clean your house after, it works like a charm. Friendly reminder, you will need your keys. Okay, go time. I am sweaty, home from the gym. Good little gun run. My arms are literally shaking. At the end of my workout, I was just doing body weight tricep extensions and I literally failed. There's nothing quite like being like halfway into something, your arms are shaking and then you're like, Next kind of step in my routine here is I'm gonna have a quick protein shake. So I keep a few different types of just, oh gosh, my arms. We're just blubber right now. I keep a couple different types of protein shakes in my fridge, just they're ready to go ones. You guys have probably heard me say this before, but whatever goals you're working towards, I really encourage people to remove barriers from the things they want to do and add barriers to the things they don't want to do. In a perfect world, would I just mix up protein powder with some milk and make a protein shake? Yes, but that is 5 minutes that I just will put off and then it doesn't happen and then it's a few hours later. So these are grab and go, super convenient. I just grabbed mine at Costco. This is 20 grams of protein. I will drink this quickly. We're gonna go take a cold shower. Well, we're gonna take a hot shower first because you're all sweaty and gross, but then we're gonna take a cold shower, and we take cold showers in the morning because they're good for us. And we do cold showers at the beginning of the day because cold showers help increase your dopamine levels, and your dopamine will last longer throughout the day. Dopamine is what helps you get things done. It's what keeps you motivated, helps keep you driven and on track and focused throughout the day. So highly recommend taking cold showers in the morning. Also, a big thing with dopamine is that it helps your body re-regulate. So if you're someone that struggles with anxiety, depression, anything like that, we really live in a world where we are so quick to prescribe, but we don't always give people tools first. And I am a huge advocate of starting with tools. And this is coming from someone who, there was a period in my life, this was probably 6 or 7 years ago, where I had such debilitating anxiety that I couldn't do anything. This was after some tough chapters. So kind of right after I had miscarried and I found a suicide victim. So I had a really heavy year. Through those, my anxiety just got so bad, and I was already really active. I was really into fitness. I was working out every day. I was running. I was very, very active. My nutrition was really dialed in, but I wasn't consistent on the time of day with those things, and I wasn't taking cold showers, and I wasn't paying attention to my sleep, my micronutrients, getting sunlight in, things like that. So on paper, I looked really healthy. So to my doctor, I remember my doctor saying this, him saying, you're really healthy. You eat well, you exercise, you're in good shape. The next step is gonna be medication. And I tried medication, and it made everything so much worse. And I remember calling in and them saying, well, there's a good chance it will get worse for the first 6 to 8 weeks before it gets better. And I think I made it maybe 4 weeks. I tried 2 different medications. They were horrible. I felt worse. I had excruciating migraines. And at that point I was like, there's no way. And so at that point in time, I started working out in the morning. That really helps. Working out first thing in the morning, especially if you're someone that's anxious, you kind of have that almost boiling energy. It gives you a place to burn that energy off. And cold showers, I know that they suck. So if you are new to cold showers, my biggest tip to start taking cold showers is take your hot shower like normal, turn it to cold at the end, and just stick it out for as long as you can. And if that is 2 seconds, that's okay, shut it off, get out. And every day you build on that. We wanna make sure that we're doing it at the beginning of the day, because cold showers can disrupt your sleep, but you just stick it out for as long as you can. And one thing with cold showers is, it's funny, I took cold showers consistently and then I stopped for a period of time because I thought, I don't actually know if they're helping. And we don't often notice the absence of something, but we do notice the addition of things. And within a couple of weeks, my anxiety was right back. I was like, oh gosh, where did this come from? I did not enjoy admitting this, but it was the lack of cold showers. Started taking cold showers again, my anxiety disappeared. Just like I set my gym clothes out the night before, I do the same with my regular during the day clothes, my work clothes, my outfit clothes. I find, especially if you have ADHD, if there are things that can distract you, they will. So you have to try and eliminate those things so nothing's sneak attacking us. And clothes, picking your outfit out, little things like that can really just wrestle with your morning. So I find if I can do that stuff ahead of time, it makes life so much easier. Like, I hate them. I hate them, but I do them because they're beneficial. They're beneficial. I did breakfast after this, baiting myself with breakfast. Your body warming itself up is the part of cold showers that you need. So you can't turn it back to hot, unfortunately, after it's cold. If we do that and we warm ourselves up, we don't get the full benefit of it. I'm an efficiency girl. If there's nothing else, I'm efficient in life. So I want you to get the most out of everything you do. Dressed and ready for my work day. I just put on jeans and a little button up. I don't like tucking things in because then it makes going to the washroom like a pain in the butt. So I always tuck up. That's just personal choice. Also, because I always get questions when I wear these jeans. These are Levi's wedgie straights. These are one of the few styles I don't ever need to tailor. So for my girls with wide hips and smaller waists, these jeans are delightful. Time for breakfast. I'm going to make some festive high protein French toast with you today. This is super macro friendly, also like the easiest thing in the whole world. I don't do it takes an hour. I'm hungry. I realized 35 seconds ago. I want to eat in the next 3 to 5 minutes is kind of usually the way that I operate. You will need a pan. Then just spray with some coconut oil or some cooking spray, whatever works for you. And then in a bowl, you are going to want to mix up some egg whites. I have done this 1,000 times, so I've gotten really good at knowing my exact kind of measurements on this. But I usually do 3/4 cup, and that is typically the perfect amount for 2 pieces of this bread. And this is the Silver Hills, the Big 16, the same thing I had earlier. And then we're just gonna throw a splash of eggnog in it to give it some flavor. And then flip it over. This is probably a me thing, but I just cook them one at a time because I find that they cook more evenly in the pan. I have referred to this side of the house, or this, I'm not gonna live here for much longer, but I call it Barbie's dream house because it's small and compact. And when I did this renovation, I didn't have a ton of space for this secondary suite. So I needed to make sure that I was really intentional with how I laid everything out. But I did induction burners, and honestly, these things are the cat's meow. They are so fast. I know everyone says gas is fast, and I've done, in my first house, I bought my first house when I was 19. And this was the funniest thing. It didn't come, they removed all the appliances. It didn't come with appliances. So I had to buy appliances for that house. And so I put a gas stove in because everyone said the best things about gas. But I didn't really like that gas stove. I don't know. I like the induction more. It's so fast. And the nice thing about induction too is you don't have to worry about it ever being left on or anything like that. If it doesn't have the special pans on it, it doesn't work. It'll just like throw a code and turn off. Here she is, she's all done. I like to use the Steve's sugar-free maple syrup with my French toast because delish and it has 0 calories. So we can be generous with our serving. Personally, there are some sugar-free or some low-calorie, no-calorie items that are delish. And there are some that it's just worth having the calories. For sugar-free syrup, it's delicious. Bleh. For sugar-free syrup, it's delicious and it's worth the trade, in my opinion. You have to find the things that are worth giving up for you and the things that aren't. I'm gonna put a full macro breakdown of my morning just right here for you. And this is all due to the fact that I had that Alani shake, which was 20 grams of protein, the bread that I used as well, which is so nice in the morning for that extra bit of protein, and then this French toast. So I am starting my day off really strong, getting a ton of protein in, which is really important. I'm gonna eat this now, and as always, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.